Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the High School Football Alliance here in the Hammer Cline Universe. Tonight we got Game 2 of Week 3. Southeast Raiders 1-1 on the year, taking on the North Central Eagles. Still looking for their first victory on the season. They're 0-2. And let's get on down to the field and get right into it, boys and girls. Hammer, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing great. I am looking forward to some football. It's as soon as we finished the last stream, both of us, all we cared about was when we were going to start the next game.
Absolutely.
Two teams who have a lot to prove, especially for North Central tonight, coming in 0-2, our first 0-2 team of the week. They lost. They lost in a pretty bad way. They got their coach fired. North Central's hoping to not become the second team to fire the coach, so I think it would take a Herculean effort to pull that off. They're taking on a team that didn't have high expectations coming into the season. 1-1. This is a pivotal game for them, I think, this season, whether they're going to trend up or they're going to kind of end up being a basement dweller. It's all going to come down to the defensive line for the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders' defense definitely one of the best in high school right now, and North Central, their offense is one of the worst. So a big-time test for them here today. Mordecai Van Hout, quarterback under center for the Eagles. He needs to get it together and make some plays for his team today. And Ramsey Huxley, the halfback, needs to get going, especially here in a rainy day here in North Central.
I think for the Eagles, the story of the day is going to be ground game. Ramsey Huxley, getting him going on the ground and getting Mordecai Van Hout using his legs. He's one of the faster quarterbacks in high school football. I'd love to see him take advantage of that. As we're about to have our kickoff, I should probably turn on the scoreboard. There we go. Definitely didn't forget that little peek behind the curtain there. This kick is away, and the Raiders will be fielding this from the 10-yard line up to the 33-yard line. Optimists want to take us through this Raider offense.
Yeah, the Raiders offense led by quarterback Jasper Ives, number 3. He's a gunslinger. Love to see him step back in the pocket and throw it downfield. Halfback Cameron Davis, number 28, and his lead blocker Brad Woods at fullback. Receivers are Roosevelt Horton, Eric Owens, and Ryan Carter in the slot. Tight end Willie Morse. And we'll go over the offensive line here in a moment.
Willie Morris is going to be a key here. Cameron Davis getting the first run of the day and gets to about the 40-yard line before he's taken down.
Yeah, nice 6-yard carry there for Cameron Davis. Good start for them. And this O-line led by left tackle Melville Forrester and the right tackle Doyle Rose. At guard, we got Raymond Haynes at left guard. And at right guard, Sammy Rivera. And at center, Benny Bogle, number 65.
This offensive line was a frequent flyer in the top 30 before the season, but all of the guys who made the top 30 have fallen out of the top 20 since that Melville Forrester. I mean, really kind of an underwhelming season from him so far. I'd like to see him do a little bit better at left tackle. And if he can do better, I think Jasper Ives give him time to find Willie Morris. That's going to be key for this Raiders offense. It's 3rd and 2. They've run it twice. What will happen on 3rd down? It's going to be a pass from Jasper Ives. His first of the day. Out route is going to be caught, but the ball did not cross the first down. Lack of awareness there, and that's going to bring up a 4th and inches.
Oh my goodness, that's the number 1 receiver, Roosevelt Horton, just running his route just a little bit too short there, and North Central gets the early stop, and their offense is probably going to have some decent field position here. The punter for Southeast, Wilson Bernard, not the strongest leg, so we'll see what he can do here.
These two teams both hit by injuries. 2 injuries for both these teams. The punter slips on the field. The punt is only going to go about 20 yards, if not even that. And the Eagles are going to get great field position. But talking about injuries in this field, we might see some injuries with the slippery conditions after that little slip from Bernard. For Southeast, losing their number 1 receiver, Jermaine Ackerman, on the first play of the year. They lost guard Kerry Rose. And for North Central, they lost wide receiver Storm Baines and tackle Russell Gandy. So, it's both these teams having to fight through injuries, and you wonder how much that affects a team losing their number 1 receiver in week 1. Is Eagles going to start this one? Van Hout is going to go down. 2 men were in the backfield before he could even set his feet. And that will be the defensive lineman number 97. Was that Dre Raines?
That was Dre Raines. First play on defense, and he's already in the backfield getting a sack on the quarterback. Unbelievable. He's been a really big standout performer for this Raiders front 7.
Second and long coming up here after the first play sack. Mordecai Van Hout drops back, throws corner route. It's going to be knocked away. Double coverage there from the Raiders.
Yeah, it looked like he tested Brett Iwoma, number 23, the number 1 corner, and a top 20 prospect so far this season. What a beast he is. I'm surprised Van Hout is testing him this early.
Yeah, number 5 overall prospect and the highest graded secondary player we have so far in this young season, as North Central in a hole early. 3 receivers at the top of the set. Van Hout takes the snap. Under pressure, he's going to throw it deep. It is incomplete. He had a man, Joey Holt, but separated from the ball by the linebacker.
Yeah, Walter Cokes, another top 20 player, I believe. Really big hit there, drawing the ball loose, and the North Central Eagles offense, led by Van Hout, again continues to struggle. You know, they had great field position after the punter slipped and had a poor kick there, and they just couldn't capitalize on it.
So we're trading punch. Welcome to everyone in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. This is the High School Football Alliance. If you're here, you probably know what that is. If you don't, well, that's what it is. It's the High School Football Alliance. You get to see guys go through high school, college, pros. If you're not in the Discord already, you can join that in the description. Follow the Twitter for all this stuff. That's the wrong way, sir.
Where's he going? Wow. Was that Horton?
That was Durango. Johnny Durango.
Johnny Durango.
Get that man a map.
He was so lost in the sauce. That's unbelievable.
I wonder what flavor sauce he was lost in, but whatever it was, he was certainly lost in it. As it's going to be the second drive of the game for the Raiders. I formation here. See if they go back to Cameron Davis. He was a staple that first drive. Be a throw, Ives. Under pressure, he's going to throw one man off and throw it away wisely. And a good awareness there to not force a pass there.
Yeah, surprised he got out of the first sack attempt there, but good decision to throw it out of bounds. And his defense starting to get a little bit of pressure there. We haven't gone over the defense yet. On the front line, we got Cash Blanchard, number 56 at right end. Paul Fleming, 91 at left end. And at D-tackle, we got Matt Hawkins and Tony Stokely for the Eagles.
They're going to have to step up if they're going to want to win this game. Their offense has been struggling. Split back formation for the Raiders. And Ives going to throw it again. Throws it quick out, and that's going to be caught for a gain of 2.
Yeah, I don't really like these. I like out routes. You know, I love them. But 2 yards, I mean, it's not going to do a whole lot for you. That's the second one they've connected on just for 2 yards each. And they're going to need to probably test him downfield or go back to Davis. I think he's going to have some success here tonight. They just have to keep giving him the ball.
Ryan Owens on the receiving end of that one. 3rd and 8. We're going to see a 3 and out once again, and it's going to be a cross middle. That should have been picked, but it will fall to the ground, and the punter will come out.
Well, let's see if the punter has better luck this time. Wilson Bernard lost his footing last time out and had one of the worst punts we've seen in high school this season so far. But a good stop by the Eagles' defense, and hopefully their offense can get something going here.
The community has Southeast being the winners just barely as a 5-4 vote, though there is over double the points bet on Southeast as their hard North Central. So a lot more people are going to be sad if Southeast loses this game. He manages to get the punt off without slipping, so it's a success for him. Fielded at the 34, and it's going to come back to the 41.
Man, what a hit that was. He ran into a Mack truck. Not sure what number that was. Was that 73? I couldn't even see the number. My goodness. If that was 73, that's an offensive lineman making that tackle.
I mean, it's in his name, tackle.
Jamal Gregg, the 3rd-string tackle.
I always thought it was ironic that the only players in football with the name word tackle in their name don't tackle anybody. In fact, that's a penalty. Handoff to Huxley. It's going to be his first run of the day. Only 2. Good job from the Raiders defense.
Yeah, if the Eagles want to win this ball game, they got to get Huxley going. Van Hout really hasn't proven that he can win a game with his arm or his legs. He hasn't really scrambled a whole lot this season, which I really think he should. That's one of his stronger points of his game. But Huxley needs to get it going here. The offensive line needs to step it up.
Van Hout to Huxley out of the backfield. Huxley gets a block and going to get close to a first down. They're going to call him down just short. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Yeah, that was a nice block down the field by number 19, Joey Holt, the wide receiver, and getting Huxley out in the open field. That's a smart decision by the head coach.
Huxley got shut down in his game against South Central in the Battle of Central last week. Not last week, last year. Last week in the universe. Huxley's going to run this one and fight forward for a good gain. Gets him out past the 50-yard line.
Yeah, nice powerful run there. Has a couple defenders draped all over him and just carries him about 6 yards downfield, moving the chains. Let's take a quick look at the rest of the offense here for the Eagles. Mordecai Van Hout at quarterback, Huxley at halfback. Bill Jensen is the fullback, number 42. Receiving core is Gerard Presley, Joey Holt, and number 80, Billy Long in the slot.
1st and 10 for Van Hout, and the offense, he's going to throw it, quick drop, throw back to Huxley out of the backfield. He is going to be met and tackled, number 79 there, and nothing doing for North Central on that play.
Yeah, Roosevelt Holland, the right end, number 79, making a nice play out in the secondary. I do like the play call there for the Eagles. You know, they had success on the swing pass last time with Huxley, so I don't hate them trying it again. Just really well defended by the Raiders.
Empty set here in 2nd down. I am guessing it's going to be a pass.
Would hope so.
Van Hout drops back. Good protection here. Throws across the middle. It's going to be caught for a 1st down. Joey Holt down to the 25.
Yeah, Joey Holt has been such a beast for this Eagles passing attack. He's been the main target, really. Stepping in, he was the number 3, and then there was the injury to Storm Baines, so he had to really step up and take control of that number 2 spot in the receiving core, and he's done a really nice job so far.
Made our bubble list for top prospects this last week. Yeah, he's really stepped up big, and this team needs someone to step up receiving-wise because Gerard Presley has been disappointing so far, and you want to blame Van Hout, but his receivers have let him down. Huxley again on the swing pass. He's going to fight through one tackle and get 4 out of that one, and this looks like it's going to be a staple of the North Central offense today.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, that's the 3rd catch that he's got out of the backfield, and 2 out of 3, he's been moving the ball forward. So I don't hate these calls so far for the Eagles in the passing attack to the running back.
2nd from the 22. Van Hout is going to change the play at the line. It looks like doesn't like what he sees up front. He's going to pass. Out route. Caught Presley. Close to a 1st down, but once again going to be a 3rd and short.
Yeah, we've got 4 yards. That's the longest out route we've seen so far from the receiving core. Now they can probably just give this off to Huxley. I mean, he's strong enough to just fall forward and get this 1st down.
We'll see if they Seattle Seahawk this play right here.
I hope not.
Sorry to any Seahawks fans in the chat. I'm not really sorry. I'm a Bronco fan. You have enough happiness to go around. Run up the middle. It will be Huxley, and the Seahawks fans roll in their grave.
Yeah, 1st down, Eagles. Good call there. Huxley, great vision, finding the open hole behind the offensive line, led by left tackle Marvel Paws and right tackle Steve Lunston. The guards are Brock Lee at left guard and Ahmad Kamen at right guard and Kenton Russell at center.
1st and 10 inside the red zone. First red zone trip we've had of the day. Van Hout is going to pump once, throw it across the middle. He has a man, and he has a touchdown.
Wow, what a throw. What a touchdown to Smith. That is the number 2 tight end, Sean Smith, with, I believe, his 1st touchdown catch of his career. And the Eagles are on top first here in the 1st quarter.
Sean Smith, a big boy across that middle. No one really covered him. Good pump from Van Hout, and he found the perfect soft spot. Haynes, which is a little bit late to him, and a good job stretching out for that touchdown. And North Central might not have a touchdown, as Southeast going to challenge this one.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Let's see if his knee was down before he reached the ball over the line. See if we get a good angle here from Ref 62.
I wouldn't hold your breath on the good angle. Frank Reedy and Bart John, the coaches today. Depends on where that ball is, but I think he got it.
Close, yeah.
Based off of the reaction, it looks like it will go the Raiders' way, and we're going to get a 1st and goal from the inch line, would be my guess.
Well, now I'm just assuming that we're going to see Ramsey Huxley get the ball on an ISO here. Just hand it straight off to him. That's all you got to do. Should be easy touchdown for him, but that does take away Sean Smith's 1st career touchdown reception.
So cruel. Stacking the boxes southeast, as you would expect. Huxley, the lone back. Van Hout is going to hand it to him on the delay, and he's going to go down. He tried to bounce it outside, and that is going to be a loss of 4.
Yeah, Tony Conley, the strong safety on the tackle for a loss. What an awful play call that was. A delay on first and goal from the 1-yard line. You don't want your halfback to be standing around in the backfield for too long. You just want to hand it straight off to him on an ISO. I mean, that's what I would do at least.
Especially in the goal line when they expect to run. From the 5 now, Van Hout's going to have to throw it out route. He has a man, and he has the touchdown. So 2 plays later, they make it right, and that will be Joey Holt punching it in for the lead.
There's that man again on the bubble. We might, maybe he's trying to get up in that top 20, but he's having a really good couple weeks so far for the Eagles. And now they officially are on the board first with that touchdown catch.
Good drive from North Central, and Southeast really needs to respond. They had that first drive where they had a couple plays go their way, but since then they've been stuck in mud, and pun completely intended. But North Central, if they've found their groove with these out routes, getting Huxley involved, Southeast, you want to get something going because North Central's a team that plays well from ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Raiders come out and try to get the ball to Willie Morse and maybe just try to run the football a little bit with Cameron Davis. I think they'll be able to have some success against this lackluster Eagles defense.
Yeah, the Eagles defense not one of the better ones in the league, giving up 30 points in week 2 and 34 in week 1. They have.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Their defense has left a lot to be desired. I mean, they've scored 24 and 21 offensively, but it hasn't been enough yet. As the Raiders are going to take this one, and it's going to get out to the 30-yard line is where they're going to start the drive.
Yeah, let's see what they come out and do. Cameron Davis just had the kick return, so they might probably go to a quick pass here on first down, just to give Davis just one play off, a little bit of a rest.
1st and 10 for Ives and company. Davis, the lone back here on first down. They will go to Davis, but in the backfield, he's somehow manages to get positive yardage out of that, but great job by the defensive line of the Eagles.
Yeah, really good stop there. That was Paul Fleming and Derek Gregory, the D end and the outside linebacker that combined on the stop. Really surprised that they gave it off to Davis, but really good job by him to get it past the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now for the Raiders. See if they go to the air. They're going to toss it to Davis, and Davis is going to be stopped in the backfield again. This Eagles defense stepping up early.
Yeah, that was left outside linebacker Kelly Simmons for the Eagles coming up, making a nice tackle for a loss of 3. And now the Raiders going to be forced to throw the football here. Let's see if the receivers can keep good footing and get open for Jasper Ives.
Look for Willie Morris, a big target. He's been a big play guy for this offense. It's going to be a throw out route here on 3rd and 12. And that's going to be a punt. Jasper Ives with an interesting decision.
It's not Kirk Cousins, all right? It's not a playoff game. But my goodness, I don't like that play call. You got 5 yards when you need 13. But hey, they didn't turn it over, so a silver lining, I guess.
A silver lining to a bowl of mush for the Raiders and all the people who put their faith in the Raiders are a little bit stressed right now. As another guy runs the wrong way, as apparently the rain is really obstructing vision.
Yeah, everybody's lost in the sauce out here. I don't know what's going on. They're on ice skates. They got blindfolds on. Somebody help them, please.
First and 10 for North Central. See if they can build on their last drive that saw them go all the way down and score 7 points. They're going to play action pass here. They're going to throw it to Huxley off the play action, and he's going to get 3.
Yeah, nice tackle in the open field on the sideline. I can't quite see the number 53, Dexter Lopez, left outside linebacker, making a nice tackle one-on-one with a a really big running back in Huxley.
So you saw those passing yard stats. Ives under 10 yards passing in this first quarter so far. It has not been the Raiders' night. And the Eagles looking to make that a worse night. They're going to do another delay to Huxley. Huxley up the middle, going to break one tackle, but only gets one.
Man, if this offensive line could have held their blocks for another half a second, I think Huxley at least gets a first down out of that. There was a really nice hole opened up on the left side of the line, but the delay just took too long to develop.
Was that Owoma who came up from the cornerback spot to make that tackle?
It may have been.
That's incredible. Throw here from Van Hout. He's going to throw the hitch route, and Holt kind of trips, or I think he would have had that first down.
Yeah, he definitely would have had it. I don't know if he tripped or his cleats got stuck in the mud. But
and hitching his get up.
Yeah. But 4th down and 3. Good stop by the Raiders defense, and their offense needs to just kick it into high gear here and just get a couple first downs and get a nice sustainable drive going.
Slow start so far for these for the game. Most of them outside of that Eagles drive, it has been a litany of punts. A little off center of the punt. The punt does get off cleanly, though. He'll be fielded at the 29, and he's going to get about 3 yards before he's tackled down.
Yep, I would like to see some more runs here for Cameron Davis. We saw him get 6 yards on the first play of the game, and then, they did some questionable runs with him to the outside, a toss play, a power O, but it was right after a kick return. So he should be a little bit rested now. He didn't get too much on that last return.
See what Ives and this Raiders offense can do. On first down, he's going to drop back to throw. He's going to throw the out route. That's going to be caught. And about 9 yards on that reception. And was that Willie Morris on his first catch of the day? It was.
Yeah, that's the tight end, number 88, Willie Morris. He had a really good game last time out. 4 catches, over 100 yards, a couple touchdowns in the Raiders' victory. And looking to make another nice game here today.
Second down and short here for the Raiders. Expect maybe to run to Davis. They are cheating to that left side. They're going to throw it across the middle, and Morris comes down with it. First down.
Really nice catch there, and good decision by Ives, just finding his top target and just tossing it up to the big fella. And more often than not, he's going to come down with it.
We mentioned the lack of talent on this Eagles defense, and it's hard to match up with someone like Willie Morris if you're anybody.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the defense here, the back half of the Eagles defense, it's just a bunch of guys that we don't really know a whole lot about.
Toss play from Davis. Davis is going to get tackled in the backfield. Good play there from one of the guys we don't know a whole lot about.
Yeah, was that number 20 on the tackle?
It was number 95, I'd actually think
number
so.
95. That was Derek Gregory, the outside linebacker. But the back half, let's talk about the secondary. Let me know if you know any of these names. Ben Marsden, Major Gage, Yancey Bashir, or Wilfred Harrison. Any of those ring a bell?
Ben Marsden, maybe. I think.
Exactly.
No, nobody on that list.
Yeah, none of these guys have been making any kind of notable plays at all so far this season. So somebody needs to come in here and make a play.
Keep an eye out for 95. I don't know if he got injured in that last play, but he was slow to get up. Ives going to throw under pressure, gets drilled to the ground, and it's going to be incomplete.
That was the defensive tackle, number 90, Matt Hawkins, coming through and getting some pressure on him. And now a big 3rd and 13 again. Last time it was 3rd and 13. They did a check down. So hopefully we see a deeper route on this one.
3rd and 13. They're in a different formation, so hopefully that means a different route. Going to rush 4. Ives throws. Knocked away, and that was covered like a blanket.
Yeah, and that was the backup free safety, Rashard McNeil, number 27, that made the play there. Another name that we just have never heard of.
Another failed 3rd down. And the Raiders just have a hard time getting the 3rd and manageable. That's one thing the Eagles did on the drive that got them the touchdowns. They kept getting to those 3rd and shorts. The Raiders aren't doing that, and they don't have the firepower right now to convert these 3rd and longs. So if they can't figure that out, it's going to be a long day for them.
Yep.
4 seconds of hang time for that punt, and it's going to be tackled down about the 23-yard line.
Yep, Sherwood Sampson, number 41, the backup running back on the return. But that was actually the best punt of the night for either punter by Wilson Bernard there.
See what the Eagles offense can do now. One of their worst field positions they've had all day. 5 down linemen for the Raiders here. They're going to run against it. It's going to be up the middle. Huxley will get a gain of 5.
Yeah, broke a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he ran through Dre Raines on that play, actually. That's a big man to be running through.
Huxley's so good at making that first man miss. You look at Van Hout's stat line there. He's been very good today so far. But Huxley, it just seems he's so good at making that first guy miss, no matter where it is on the field.
Yeah, he really is. It's just he needs to make the second guy miss as well because he's not getting enough blocking.
Van Hout out route to Holtz is going to be caught and tackled short of the first down marker.
Yep, another 3rd and short for the Eagles. Manageable here. Just hand it off to Huxley like he did last drive out on your touchdown drive rather, and you should probably get the same result here. Dude is such a tank. Just let him fall forward.
3rd and 2 now for the Eagles. They're going to throw it here, and they're going to throw the out route. It's going to be caught by Gerard Presley.
Presley definitely with a great play there. His first appearance, I believe. I don't remember if he had another catch or not, but moving the chains for North Central.
I believe he was working against Owoma, too, so not an easy... No, he was not. He was working against Connolly. That's probably why it was completed.
Safety. Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. 4 wide. Raiders respond with a dime defense. I'm going to hand it to Huxley up the middle, and Huxley is going to break a tackle, fall forward for 4.
Yep, good vision there. He was bottled up on the left, cut it up to the right side of the field, and just followed just a slight crease in there to get 4 more yards for this offense. And just, see what they can do here. 2nd and 6, your playbook is pretty much wide open at this point.
Eagles taking a very, very relaxed trip down the field. They have a very relaxed demeanor to them. Van Hout throws to Huxley out of the backfield. He's going to push forward, but 2 guys are there to bring him down for only a pickup of 1.
Yep, that was Ivan Brutley, the cornerback, on the tackle with Dexter Lopez, the outside linebacker. And like I said, he was about to break that 1 tackle. But the Raiders, they swarmed to him, made a nice team tackle. If there was just the corner there, Huxley's still running down the sideline.
3rd and 5, see what they go to here as another 3rd down that they're going to have to convert. And they're going to go across the middle. It's going to be caught, sliding grab. And that was that Presley again?
Yes, it was. Presley, 2 3rd down receptions on this drive to move the chains. And let's talk about Van Hout there. A lot of pressure around him coming from both sides, stayed in the pocket, and delivered a strike.
Yeah, great pocket presence there from Van Hout. He's going to throw it here. Van Hout. And it's going to be incomplete, but there's going to be a flag. They might call 28 for pass interference.
I think he was held by the cornerback, actually, which I think was Brutley. It looked like he pulled him from behind.
Defensive. They're going to call pass interference on 54.
What? Walter Coates.
Now I'm going to let's radio down to our replay booth, see if we can get a replay here. Oh look, we can get a replay. So let's find 54 on the field. This amazing replay technology we have. It's some of the best in the business. The No Fun League wishes they had this. But Walter Coates, let's watch what he does here.
Oh, it was 54, not 24. Yeah, he pulls him from behind, I think.
I mean,
oh, no, he just ran right in front of him.
It looks like he's going for the ball. Honestly, I don't know about that call.
Boo, bad call by the ref.
Bad call by the refs, but it's...
Get him out of here.
But it's a first down.
Yep, Eagles keep the drive going. And they're at Southeast 41-yard line now. And the Raiders' defense kind of struggling at this point. Somebody's going to have to step up and make a play. You notice Van Hout's not really testing Awoma's side of the field. Let's see if he does here and see if Awoma can make him pay.
A little bit of home cooking from the refs maybe there to help the Eagles get a first down. Huxley going to get the ball, and he's going to get 2.
Yeah, not a bad play call there. Just give it off to the big halfback. Just let him keep running after it. You know, I mean, he's gonna go forward no matter what. He's such a big running back. So just give him the ball. Let him get a shot down the field. You know.
Actually, one of the stronger backs in the country. Really a powerful runner. Hasn't had a lot of space. Van Hout's going to throw this to the fullback, and the fullback is going to break a tackle.
Oof.
He's been watching a little bit of Ramsey Huxley and said, hey, I can do a little bit of that.
Yep, Bill Jensen with the reception, and he's going to pick up a few yards, but a massive hit on the sideline by Dexter Lopez again. Dude's all over the field.
Lopez is having himself a good game. 3rd and 5. Another 3rd down for this Eagles offense. And Huxley is going to throw it right to him, and somehow gets through, but it's incomplete.
And it looked like that was Huxley in the coverage as well. Or not Huxley, rather, Lopez. No, it was Kirby Hayes. That's a name that we haven't called today. That's a right outside linebacker. Did he actually?
No, it was Lopez who was in the coverage, but Hayes was underneath. Was that? No, it was Cokes over the top. Sorry.
Oh, he does deflect it away. Nice play by Kirby Hayes.
Nice play. In live speed, it looked like he got through, but yeah, he did get a tip on that. It's going to be 4th and 5 and out of field goal range for North Central. So they're going to have to punt it away, and the Raiders, staying in this one. It's been a sloppy game so far, but hanging in it and only down 7.
I'd like to see him get the ball to Cameron Davis on this drive coming up.
Punt is going to land inside the 5. It's going to be down at the 1, and that's a perfect punt.
All of a sudden, both of these punters, it was 2 back-to-back great punts. We had a 4-second hang time, the last one for Wilson Bernard for Southeast, and now Gary Stanley for North Central downs it at the 2-yard line.
Incredible job by the punter. Punter's one of those jobs that you never notice unless they screw up. Well, this time you notice them when they did good. And I think you're going to get your wish of seeing Cameron Davis. It's going to be a draw play to Davis. Davis spins out 1, can't spin out the 2nd, and he's not going to get anything on that.
Oh, my goodness. That was a really dangerous play call there. A draw play from the 2-yard line. I don't know about that one. Just give me some straight runs. Just give me a dive, an ISO, anything but a draw, please.
These coaches calling it fast and loose on the run plays this game so far. It's going to be a toss to Davis. Davis outside, cuts it upfield, and nothing doing there for him.
Oh, my goodness. I think I hate that play call worse than the draw. You know, you're backed up to your 2, and you decide to do a draw play and then a toss. Just very dangerous. I don't like it. Now, let's see if they'll throw it here, or if they're just content with giving it off to Davis one more time.
They're in bunch of formations, and they're going to hand it off to Davis. This time it works, and he's going to get the first down.
Wow. See, that was a good play call. It looks like the defense expected the pass, and they had a slight delay handoff there to Davis, and they made him pay for it. I mean, look at the linebacking core here. They're just nowhere to be found. They're all running downfield. What a block right there. Oh, my goodness. I didn't see the number. That might have been Melville Forrester, the left tackle, with the pancake.
And Davis with his, I think, anyone's best run of the day, as it's been slow treading for both these running backs so far, but gets them out of the shadow of their own goalpost here. Ives back to throw it across the middle. It's picked off! He threw it to the defender, and the Eagles have it now inside the red zone. Ben Marsden with the pick.
There we go, Ben Marsden. Finally, somebody in that secondary has a name. They're making a play, and Ives was looking for his number 1 target, Willie Morse, and just not a really good decision there. And Marsden made him pay, and now North Central, really good field position at the 14-yard line. Let's see what Van Hout and this offense can do.
And the Southeast backers are all rolling in agony right now, as Southeast has looked inept offensively so far in this game. Hand off to Huxley up the middle. He's going to break 1 tackle and get 8 yards on that play.
My goodness, another broken tackle right at the line of scrimmage for Ramsey Huxley. He's only got 26 yards on 9 carries, but they've been some tough 26 yards, and he's just been bruising all of these defenders.
Yeah, that's a stat line you don't want to let fool you. I mean, he has not had much help. He's had to fight for every yard he's gotten. Not much help from his offensive line. It's going to be a toss play this time, and he's going to lose 5 on that one.
Yeah, on the previous play, it was Kirby Hayes, number 57, that got completely trucked over. And you see this time the Raiders defense, they saw their mistake on the last play, trying to make a solo tackle, and we got a gang tackle here, and now a 3rd and 7. Let's see what the Eagles have drawn up here.
I expect to see a pass here. See if the Raiders can hold them to 3. Van Hout's going to drop back to throw under pressure. Throws the corner route. It is incomplete. He tried to test Owoma, and Owoma knocked it away.
It looked like the receiver actually had it in his hands right at the very last second, but I don't think he actually expected the ball to get to him. So it just hits the grass, and now the Raiders defense comes up clutch again, and we are going to see North Central send out Tevin Ash, number 18, their kicker.
He's lining up for average field goal here, about 27 yards, 26-yarder. Ash kicks it up, and it will be good. 10-0 here in the first half. The Raiders have nothing doing. And what do you think they need to do to change the story of this game?
Well, the passing game hasn't been working a whole lot. I mean, they hit Morse downfield a couple times for some medium-range passes. So there was a little bit of success there, but the last time they tried to test that, we saw Ben Marsden take the ball away. So I don't know if you want to go to Eric Owens. We haven't really called his name. Maybe Ryan Carter, number 82. But you got to find some other targets because they are keying in on Morse.
Eagles are going to start this at the 3rd, too. Rocky asking how many teams can go to the playoffs. I do believe it's 4. Yep. Correct me if I'm wrong. 4 teams go to the playoffs. You got the semifinal game, and then you got the finals game. That's after the 8-week season, so we are almost halfway through the season already, if you believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean, week 4, it's going to be next week already. It's crazy.
Can't wait to see who wins the awards, who wins. It's just going to be a fun time.
It's all going to be great.
Ives going to drop back, throws it, and he had him and didn't have he underthrew that epically, and it's going to be incomplete. Ives had him wide open.
Yeah, and that was Derek Gregory. We've called his name a couple times here tonight, the outside linebacker with the deflection. But my goodness, I cannot believe that he missed it that badly. That reminds me of the Titans game that we just called last Friday when Fletcher Gross was throwing to Tyron Trent down the right sideline, and he had about a 10-yard step on everybody and just underthrew him badly.
Hurts you to see Cameron Davis with the run up the middle. He's going to get 5 on that one. Nice vision. Find the hole, and that's one of those ones you're going to want back, especially if you go into halftime with no points on the board. That was a chance.
Yeah, you don't want to go into halftime down 10-0. I mean, it's 3rd down right now. If they don't get this, North Central has a shot at some more points. So you got to at least move the chains here on this one.
Ives drops back. He's going to throw it. He has a man, and they're going to convert the first down. That's Ryan Owens who gets that one, and they will get past the 50.
It was Eric Owens, not Ryan Owens from the SFL.
Oh, Eric Owens, yeah.
But yeah, nice route here. Just getting behind the linebacker. That was number 90. That was a defensive tackle, Matt Hawkins, out in coverage. No wonder why he was so wide open. But a really good throw from Ives. Probably the best of the day for him so far.
Yeah, you need more of those. You need points. You need points before halftime to really help settle you down. You've had a really bad game, but one good play could kind of fix that. We're going to toss this play to the right. Davis going to spin out a man. Goodness. He has some space. Gets a block down the sideline. Is he going to be gone? The 5, the 10, touchdown, Cameron Davis.
Oh, my goodness. He put him on ice. I mean, did you see that DB just fall to the ground? I don't know if it was the combination of the spin and the rain, but he's dead. His ankles are gone. And what a run by Cameron Davis. Oh, man, 29. Who are you? That is Wilfred Harrison, a strong safety for the Eagles. And he just got made to look real silly on that touchdown run. What a play by the Raiders.
We said all you need is one big play to motivate yourself and get yourself back into a game. That was the big play right there. As, man, alive, what a run from Cameron Davis. And that block downfield to Springham. Wow.
Oh, just beautiful. I mean, that run made me tired just watching it.
I'm out of breath right now.
Well, we are 10-7 with 3:07 left here in the first half. So a really good game now. It was looking a little rough there for the Raiders, but just one big play, and that's a game changer for them.
Now North Central only with a 3-point lead. I think that's going to help a lot of the people who picked Southeast in this game. I think it's going to help them at least breathe for the second half. We're starting to get worried about that. I think they're going blue in the face, holding their breath, waiting for this offense to get off the bus. And that's going to be a couple broken tackles and up to the 36-yard line of the return. That's number 41, Sherwood Sampson.
Yeah, Sampson is another truck, just like Huxley. Really tough to bring down. Basically, the same exact build as Huxley as far as height and weight. Very similar play style as well. They're almost identical. But Huxley, he's the starter right now. Let's see if he can get some more success here on the ground for him.
Starter for now. He's had up and down first 2 weeks. Going to be a toss play to him. He has some space and going to get 5 yards on that one as he's going to get punched in the mouth.
Oh, my goodness. What a hit. And that was was that 20? Who was that? I couldn't even see the number. Their jerseys are so dirty at this point from the rain and mud. I don't even know who it was. Might have been 28 Tony Conley. And it looks like it was.
Problem with having black numbers on a dirty white.
Yeah.
Beast Mojo in the chat. I go away for 3 seconds.
And you missed one of the best runs of the season.
Van Hout going to throw this one. And incomplete. What a play there by the linebacker. He was looking for his tight end, Francis.
Yeah, Dexter Lopez, he's just a walking hit stick. This dude is such a beast at left outside linebacker. Just jarred the ball loose there. We've called his name quite a bit here tonight for some big tackles.
Puts him in another third down. I mean, if you can get a quick 3 and out here, Southeast has all the momentum going into halftime. You can get some more points, but you got to stop him here on third down. Van Hout going to drop back to throw. Going to throw underneath it. Huxley is going to get tackled down. What a play by the defensive back. That's a hard tackle in open field.
Yeah, that was actually the number 3 corner, Manuel Webb, number 21, who just tackled Huxley one-on-one on the open field. That is impressive.
Very, very impressive from him. I mean, that saves a first down. A sure first down. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. North Central leads for now. It's 10-7, but the Southeast are going to get the ball right back. And if I'm not mistaken, I am mistaken. North Central will get the ball first in the second half, I believe.
Yes. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and join our Discord community. There's a link in the description below. Also, follow us on Twitter.
Do all the things. Click all the buttons. Click all the links. Did your mom tell you not to click weird links on the internet? Don't listen to her. Go click our links in the description.
Just do it. What would Shia do?
And the 33-yard line is where the Raiders are going to take the ball. See, if you said get the ball to Cameron Davis, and that certainly worked.
Yeah, he's the mainstay of the offense. That is your number 1 player. You have to get him the football, whether it's handing it off, tossing it to him, throwing it to him. Just get him the football in any way, shape, or form, and your team will be successful.
5 down linemen for the Eagles here. They're going to throw out of it, throw hitch route. It's going to be caught for 6 yards. And the clock's ticking under a minute 45 to go, and you have plenty of time. You have 3 timeouts, but you might want to have a little bit of urgency here.
Yeah, I mean, they're in good field position right now at 39. They might be playing just to get into field goal range. I'm not sure, but that was a nice play to Eric Owens, number 19, picking up 6, and now they're going to come out in my most hated formation of all time, split back.
2nd and 4, they're going to hand it off to Davis out of that, and they're going to get a first down. So, hey, it worked.
Hey, if it's working, keep on doing it. I mean, just get the ball to Davis. Doesn't matter what formation it is.
They're going to throw it now. Ives going to throw it here as a blocker in front, but he can't spin out of the tackle. And now they're stuck in this formation on the hurry-up. 2nd down and 10 coming up here. Under a minute to go. You're not in field goal range. Your kicker's doesn't have that strong of a leg. You're going to have to get kind of close. They're going to throw it here. Ives rolling out. He's going to run for it. He has some space. Dragged down from behind, though, and it's 3rd down.
I'd like to see him go with the original play here. Hand it off to Davis.
See what they call. It's going to be a throw. Ives is going to throw out route and knocked away. 4th down. Gregory gets a hand on it. And now you have a decision. Do you go for it? Do you punt it away?
If I'm head coach for the Raiders, I'd go for it. I think they're going to punt it away though. But another great play by Derek Gregory. We've called his name in the secondary a few times here, and both of them were third down deflections. So some clutch plays. They're going to come out on offense though. Let's see if they're just going to try to draw them off sides.
They are lining up. See if they hike the ball. It does look like they're just going to. Oh, they're going to hike it. They're going to throw it. Ives throws it behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to get tackled.
Oh, wow. What a stop for the Eagles. I don't like that play call. He did have the out route open. I don't think he saw it. And what a huge stop. Now the Eagles, they're in great field position. Right at midfield, they have all 3 of their timeouts left. They got 29 seconds. Let's see what Mordecai Van Hout and this offense can do.
I don't know how you throw it there. You got to run the ball up the middle. But now, like you said, now Eagles have a chance about 20 yards away from field goal range. And Van Hout drops back, plenty of time. He spins out of one, but he's going to go down. Tackled in the backfield under 20 seconds when this ball will be snapped. And you kind of just need a prayer ball and hope that something happens, maybe pass interference. Going to toss it to Huxley. And that's going to do it. We're going to throw the towel in for the half. Dre Raines on the tackle.
That was Roosevelt Holland on the sack on the previous play, number 79, the right end. And that killed anything of the drive that the Eagles were trying to do there. So good stop again by the Raiders defense. We're probably going to see a Hail Mary here, but I don't expect any miracles.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to set up for the Hail Mary. Van Hout looks like he's almost crying on the sideline. I don't know if it's rain. His coach is patting him patronizingly on the helmet.
That's tough.
That's tough. But it looks like the Raiders, barring a miracle here, looks like the Raiders avoided disaster of failing on that 4th down. I like the aggressive call, but I don't like the play call. They're going to snap it, see if he can get this away. He has a free rush, and he's going to go down. That's going to be the end of the half. North Central is hanging on to a lead, 10-7.
That was Roosevelt Holland again, 2 sacks on this drive. To keep his team only down 3 points as we head into halftime. Eagles are going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. What do you expect here in the second half?
Well, I think that if you're the Eagles, kind of just do the same thing you've been doing. I mean, it hasn't been great, but you look at those stats, decently balanced. They've been controlling the clock, no turnovers. If you're the Raiders, you got to figure something out passing-wise. I mean, Davis has been your entire offense, and it's close enough that you can keep him being your entire offense, but you got to figure out somehow to mix that up a little bit, get Ives in some sort of a rhythm. So far, it's just been a bad game for the Raiders so far on offense. Their defense has kept them in it, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the rain might be affecting Ives here with some of his throws. I mean,
wait a minute, that was a no-look pass?
Yeah, that's why it was intercepted, because he didn't look.
You're not Patrick Mahomes there, Jasper.
But yeah, I don't know if the weather's affecting them or not, but if the rain is affecting your quarterback, you do not want to put him in positions like the Raiders have been in this entire game. We've seen a lot of 3rd down and 13s that they've had to try to convert. If I'm the head coach, I'm just going to ground and pound. You got Cameron Davis. If he gets tired, you got Johnny Durango, who is also a pretty decent athlete as well, as the backup running back, number 30. We see him on kick returns and punt returns. So, he can be a player that can help your team out if Davis gets tired. But I'd like to see just some more ground and pound for the Raiders. And I think if they do that successfully, they're going to win this ball game.
I agree with you there. I mean, you got to have balance. And you got to put your players in a position to succeed. And so far, they haven't done that. This kick is away. It's going to be fielded at the 20. Brought up Presley. It's going to get out to the 35. He's had a couple of decent returns so far in this game.
Yeah, 35-yard line. That is a pretty good yard line to start your drive at. Let's see what Van Hout and the offense can do. See if they're going to go back to Huxley a little bit. We haven't called Joey Holt's name in a little while. He's got a few catches. Most of them were in the 1st quarter. But I'd like to see Joey Holt get the football a bit more and see Huxley on the ground.
like to see how many yards Huxley has before contact, because it feels like every second, every time he gets the ball off, he has to break 3 tackles to get back to the line of scrimmage. Out route here to Presley is going to go for 6.
Yeah, that's not a bad play there. Presley, he's been thrown to 7 times, 4 catches, and probably, I don't know, like 20, 30 yards maybe. But they've all been pretty good. He's got 2 third-down conversions tonight. They were pretty clutch, a couple of them on their touchdown drive. So I like that play. Let's see if they'll go back to him here, or maybe a little run play. Your playbook's wide open on 2nd and 4.
Yeah, you have plenty of things you can do here. Raiders are stacking the box. Only 1 safety back, so maybe throw here.
Power up.
They're going to hand it off to Huxley up the middle. Huxley's going to break 2 tackles and get the first down.
Just imagine if he had an offensive line. This man just broke 2 tackles in the backfield and got, 10 yards?
Yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't get hit there, he doesn't get slowed down, he might be off to the end zone. Like, get this man some blocks, please.
I know this. it's a crying shame how bad this offensive line's been. No one on North Central's offensive line is making the top 20 this week.
No, I don't think so either. It's pretty rough.
1st and 10 here after the run. Inside Raider territory already. They're going to hand it back off to Huxley, who breaks more tackles on his way to 4 yards.
Man, he's such a beast. I mean, he falls forward every single time that he's touched the football here tonight. The linebackers, they're doing a decent job if they can get to him. That was Walter Cokes on the tackle, I believe, number 54, the middle linebacker. But, yeah, just keep handing it off to him. I mean, it's working this drive.
2nd and 6. They're going to hand it back off to Huxley. Huxley fights back to the line of scrimmage. And, if you're the Raiders, this isn't the position you want to be in. Going to the second half down to North Central is not where you want to be, because then Huxley becomes such a big factor. And then North Central can get into these 3rd and shorts and convert it with their out routes. It's a tough spot to be if you're the Raiders right now.
Yeah, and Holland and, the rest of that D-line, they're trying their best to keep him contained.
Across the middle of the throw is going to be caught. Another conversion, another pass. And this time is number 80. I'm not quite sure who that is. Long.
That's Billy Long, the number 3. He was the number 4 originally. We had the injury to Storm Baines, so Presley moved to the 1, Holt to the 2, and Billy Long is now in the slot. And that's the first time we called his name here tonight, and that was a nice play, 1st down.
Down to the 31 of Southeast, and a really good opening drive from the Eagles so far in this half. It's just a nice, slow, methodical drive. Don't do too much. Give it to your stars. Huxley changing the route at the line of scrimmage. They're going to shift 1 safety back to the middle of the field, maybe a throw. They're going to run it here to Huxley. Huxley on the sweep is going to lose 2.
Yeah, I don't like that play call. Walter Cokes read that from the start. I mean, he was in the backfield basically when it was snapped. And a nice tackle for loss. And now 2nd down and 12. See if they try to hit an out route here.
2nd and 12, and that's where you want to be with the Raiders. Get them on off-schedule downs, force them to put the ball in Van Houten's hands and hope he makes a mistake like he has so often this season. Huxley is going to go down, loss of 1, and a 3rd and long coming up here for North Central.
Yeah, and again, I don't know if you noticed, Walter Cokes was in the backfield. He was the first one to hit Huxley yet again. Behind the line of scrimmage, Kirby Hayes was able to come in and clean up that tackle. And there's a loss of 1, 3rd and 13. And I don't know if they're in field goal range right here for Tevin Ash.
Walter Cokes, our number 7 prospect on the board, and he's the number 1 linebacker. Plenty of time for Van Hout, who's going to run with it. Van Hout tries to truck a man.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not quite sure, but he might have got him just to the edge of field goal range.
I think Tevin Ash can make this. This is going to be a 47-yard try. He might have the leg for that. But, I did love that play right there. Van Hout, we've been asking for him to run all season. He finally does it. But apparently just not in field goal range. And now Gary Stanley on for the punt.
And maybe it's not so much about trusting your punter here as just trusting your kicker here as much as just trusting your defense, thinking you can pin him, but they're not going to be able to pin him. Only a 10-yard net on that punt.
Oh, my goodness. That was Todd McCormick, the backup strong safety, with a bonehead play, knocking the ball into the end zone. He should have just let it roll, and it probably would have stopped inside the 5-yard line. Um, that's a really good break there for the Raiders offense.
Now you need to capitalize on that. You need to get a score of some sort here on this drive if you're the Raiders. Ives drops back. He's going to throw it. Incomplete. Good defense there.
Yeah, I don't like that play call at all. You just let your receiver get absolutely destroyed. I just don't like that. It was a 2-yard in route. I don't like it. Give the ball to Cameron Davis, please. I'm begging.
Yeah, it feels like you could have had a better play call there as maybe get Demorse. We haven't heard his name for quite a while today.
Well, the last time that they threw the ball his way, it was picked off by Marsden.
Ives going to throw this. Another no-look pass, but this is going to lose 2 more yards. Maybe you should start looking where you're throwing, young man.
Oh, my goodness, Jasper Ives. And not only was that a no-look pass, but he threw it backwards, so that's going to hurt Cameron Davis's yards per carry average here tonight. And now it's 3rd and 14. We've seen this time and time again here tonight. 3rd and long situation, and I don't know if they have any kind of play design for this amount of yards.
We'll see what they have here. 3rd and 14. They're going to... Ives under pressure is going to go down.
Oh, my goodness.
Matt Hawkins.
Matt Hawkins, we've been calling his name quite a bit. That's the defensive tackle, number 90. And who's he working against? That is number 70, the left guard, Raymond Haynes. And he just got beat, plain and simple. Really good play from Hawkins. And this Eagles defense gets a nice stop. And 4th and 20 coming up.
Not the situation you want to be in. Not the drive you needed if you're the Raiders, as they're going to punt it right back. And the Eagles get this almost where they punted it away, honestly. They've only lost 6 net yards on this exchange.
That was a 26-yard punt for Wilson Bernard for the Raiders. That was almost as bad as the punt where he slipped, except this one, I mean, he had ample time to get this one off.
He may be the worst punter in the league, in the country.
That's tough. Poor guy.
Shotgun formation here for the Eagles. Looks like they want to test the Raiders' secondary. Hout drops back. Man coverage. And he has Presley.
Oh my goodness.
What a throw. He beat Iwoma, too, on that play. Wow. Witherspoon came down to lay the hit.
Yeah, that was a really risky throw here. But Presley, another first down for him. That's his 3rd or 4th first down of the game. And yeah, he just had a nice little route there. I don't know if Iwoma slipped or just got totally beat, but we don't see that too often.
Hey, good play, good ball placement from Van Hout, and now they're just outside the red zone. He's a man wide open at the top of the screen. He goes to him, touchdown, Eagles. Joey Holt.
Wow, Joey Holt continuing to shine. Wow, and now the Eagles are going to be up by 2 scores in the 3rd quarter. I mean, just a dime from Mordecai Van Hout. And look at the route. There was definitely some miscommunication at the top here between the corner and the strong safety. I don't think either one of them knew which one was supposed to get the deep half.
And Holt, with his 2nd touchdown of the day, man, burning the corner right there. Like you said, must have been miscommunication on what the coverage was. But Holt, he's making a case for himself to make that top 20 list.
Yeah, he's definitely climbing. He's been such a standout player in the last couple of weeks.
And extra point is good from Telvin Ash. North Central takes the lead 17-7 here in the 3rd quarter, and you're the Raiders. You got to figure something out, and quick.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? I think North Central, I think they just want it more here tonight. They're hungry. They're 0-2. They want to get that first win. They know it's going to be a really big struggle to make the playoffs if they lose another game here. And I think they just want it more tonight.
The big story I think that's kind of let the Raiders down so far tonight has been their defense, honestly. I mean, the Raiders came in here with one of the best defenses in the league. And what is the big difference? I mean, coming into this week, the Raiders had scored 41 points and the Eagles 45 points. So their offense is about the same, but defensively, the Eagles had given up 64 points and the Raiders only 37. So Eagles defense showing up big tonight to hold the Raiders defense offense to only 7. Ives going to throw the swing route to the fullback. He gets a block, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle down the sideline to the 42.
Oh my goodness, Brad Woods, where have you been, buddy? What a reception and a run for the fullback. Let's take another look at this. Great block downfield as well. Number 50 and number 26. You need to go to the infirmary. You just got absolutely destroyed.
Maybe put him in the backfield. A little thunder and lightning.
Oh my goodness. That's his first touch of the day, too.
First touch of the day. That might go back to him. 1st and 10 here for the Raiders now. Jasper Ives under center, single back in the backfield. He's going to throw it. He has plenty of time. He's going to throw it deep across the middle. That's going to be incomplete, straight to a defender.
Wow, and that was number 50, Nick Cole, who just got plowed over on the previous play by Brad Woods. He says, you know what? I'm staying away from the fullback. I'm dropping back 25 yards in my safe space, and I'm going to make a play, coach.
I love the unintentional funny names we have in this league because those names are all randomized at this point. But we got Brock Lee. I didn't choose that randomized. Brock Lee and Nick Cole. Nickel.
Perfect.
It's so good. If only he was the Nickelback. Nick Cole, the Nickelback. Oh my goodness. Handoff to Davis, wide open up the middle. He's going to get 8.
I love that he keeps going for that spin move. It's worked quite a few times here tonight. Not on that play, as Wilfred Harrison, the strong safety, made the tackle, but now we have a third and manageable here for the Raiders, which I haven't said too often here tonight. So let's see what they do. They're going to give it off to Davis. I don't know. Maybe Brad Woods gets the ball again. We'll see what happens here.
The short yardage conversion hasn't been great. They come out in that same formation they were in for the 4th and 1 conversion attempt. Ives going to throw it again, and it's going to be caught. Oh my goodness. Willie Morris down the sideline. That was nearly intercepted.
Wow. I don't know who that DB was. I didn't see the number as he just Superman leaps towards the ball. Let's take a look. I still couldn't see it.
I think it was Ben Marsden.
Was it? No.
Or was it? It may have been Major Gage. It was one of the 2 corners.
Okay. Yeah, that makes. I think it might have been Gage then. But my goodness, what a catch though. And look at Jasper Ives. Was that a 39 QBR?
Yep, not a good day for Ives. Drops back again across the middle. This is to Morris, and 5 yards. Maybe finding their groove a little bit. Better late than never.
Yeah, the last, in the second quarter, last throw to Morris was intercepted, and now we have 2 straight connections between Ives and Morris. So they're trying to find that rhythm. They're getting back into it here on this drive.
You can't let an interception scare you away from your top target. He's been the biggest big play threat for this Raiders offense, who's lacked passing targets this season. They're going to toss it to Davis, who's going to turn upfield. He has some space again. What a tackle! To leap over a fallen defender and get the tackle on Davis. If he doesn't make that tackle, I think Davis is celebrating in the end zone right now.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy touchdown. Great tackle by number 29, Wilfred Harrison. Again, that's the second time on this drive that he's made a nice tackle, and that was a touchdown-saving one.
1st and 10 now for the Raiders. They're inside the red zone for the first time today. What can Ives do? Good protection. He's going to throw the out route and going to get... He doesn't get his feet in. What?
We might see a challenge here. That was really close, right on the sideline. See if the booth will review this one.
The booth doesn't review it. We'll see if we can get a replay.
We are the booth,
field.
Hammer.
If only we were. They're not going to review it. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get down to the field and get a review here. The unofficial review.
And ladies and gentlemen, that looks to be a catch.
Unless they're saying he doesn't have possession until that second foot, but I feel like the toe gets in. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a catch in every league.
Oh man, just not this one tonight.
We have seen some rough officiating tonight.
Yes.
Ives shifting his receiver. It's single coverage at the top and bottom of the screen. Maybe a go route here.
Check the bottom.
And it's going to be an out route, but he throws the post.
Wide open.
Incomplete. Knocked away, but are they going to call Bashir for pass interference for getting there too early?
Yancey Bashir, the free safety. See what they call here.
They will pass interference on Bashir, and that's going to set up the Raiders' first and goal from the 2.
I don't hate that penalty, though, because if he doesn't get there when he does, I'm pretty sure that's a touchdown. Man was wide open. Of course, that was Willie Morse again, the tight end, number 88. But either way, I mean, they're going to have the ball right there if he doesn't get there in time.
That was close to not being a penalty, too. That was a pretty bang-bang play, but the refs maybe trying to even it out from some of the bad things they've done to the Raiders tonight. Now, you got 3 chances to punch it in here. You're going to pass it on the first one, throw, swing to Davis, who can't come down with it. Oh, my goodness. He had a walk-in touchdown, but Davis, with butter on his fingers, drops the easy 6.
Shouldn't have had that popcorn, you know? Oh, my goodness. That's one of the worst drops I've ever seen. He dropped it 3 times. That should have been an easy touchdown for Cameron Davis. Wow.
I'm incredulous right now.
That's so tough.
Well, 2nd and goal from the 2. See what they do here. It looks like a run formation. And they will run it. Davis redeems himself up the middle with 6. Now you can laugh at the drop because he still gets the touchdown.
Yep. I guess he just wanted the touchdown run instead of the reception. He says, you know what, Jasper? I just want all the stats for myself tonight. You don't get anything. And now the Raiders, they're going to be down 3 points here in a second with an extra point. So we got ourselves a ball game still.
Raiders hanging around. I mean, when you let a team hang around too long, sometimes they come back. And the Eagles, they haven't been able to do that, to put the nail in the coffin of the Raiders, so they've had the chances.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if the Eagles come back out and try to test the secondary some more. They've had some success. You know, Van Hout has 2 touchdown passes to Joey Holt. Now, Holt was originally a number 3 receiver, and you guys are letting a number 3 just carve you up right now. And this is one of the better secondaries in the league.
Yeah, not a good look for the secondary. But the Eagles are going to get the ball. What's your game plan if you're the coach of the Eagles?
Oh, like I said, I would just keep trying to find Joey Holt. I mean, he's been the go-to guy. I don't think he's dropped a single pass here tonight. Most of the targets are caught. He's definitely the number 1 guy, even though he's slotted as the number 2 receiver. But Presley's been doing a pretty nice job here tonight as well with 4 catches that resulted in first downs. So he's having a pretty decent day for himself. But I'd like to see them keep going to the air.
I agree. You gotta go to your playmakers, and don't be afraid to keep pushing it. That's how you got here, and it's how you're gonna win the game. Huxley hasn't really been good enough on the ground to close this one out for you, and it's too early to think about that. You got to play to win. Van Hout's gonna throw the curl route. Who's gonna get 2?
Yeah, not a terrible play, I guess. I mean, you're moving forward. The quarterback's really not having, eye-popping numbers right now through the air. But Van Hout definitely having a better day, 2 touchdowns, and just trying to find his open guys, which he's been doing a decent job of.
Beast Mode Mojo saying he dropped the touchdown so he could see it because he missed the other one. So considerate of Cameron Davis, honestly.
Hey, it's all right. You can go back and rewatch it. It's fine.
2nd and 8 here for Van Hout. See what they do. Letting time run off the clock. They're going to throw an out route to the top screen. That is Joey Holt. He's going to turn it upfield and get a first down.
And this man just ran out here on the sideline and tried to truck a safety. Joey Holt quickly becoming one of my favorite wide receivers in high school football right now. I love the way this young man plays.
He's a great story. Coming as number 3 now is the number 1 receiver on this North Central team. He's solidified himself, and I think he's going to get himself a good scholarship offer from the college teams.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, this is the thing about this universe right now. We can have injuries that can be season-ending, and we're forced to, elevate players that normally wouldn't get the playing time. And sometimes we'll get stories like Joey Holt, and sometimes it'll just be, a player that just doesn't do anything in their career. But you just never know.
Rocky Clearwater and Bryant Dynasty, welcome to the game.
What's up, brothers?
Good to see you guys. North Central lead in past halftime. Didn't think it was possible. Yeah, I don't know if they thought it was possible either.
They believe. They believe right now.
Raiders playing it loose with this single coverage at the top of the screen. They're going to throw the out route, and it's going to be caught. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Eagles.
Yep, and that time looks like it was Presley again, and he's been killing them on the out routes, the shorter routes, some curls here and there. Doing a really good job, and I'm liking the efficiency from Van Hout. He's not looking to test him downfield unless somebody's wide open like Holt on that touchdown pass. But he's just finding the easy passes right now, and I like it.
You got to take what the defense gives you, and that's what they're giving him right now. Letting that clock tick down a little bit. Huxley up the middle is going to break 2 tackles and fight forward for a first down. And that's why he's the number 1 running back for this team.
Yep, Tony Conley, the strong safety, finally brought him down there, but Huxley just pounding through the front 7 of that defense and moving the chains again here for the Eagles.
Good drive for the Eagles. The drive they needed, a clock-chewing drive. Now you got to cap it off with some points. See what you do here on first down from the 43. They're going to throw it. Van Hout out route, and that's going to be a gain of 8. Presley tried to spin out Iwoma, but Iwoma did not get fooled. Now, what do you think about this Raiders defense, playing back and giving them these underneath throws?
I'm not sure why they're playing deeper zones right now. Iwoma has been really great in man coverage so far in this young season. I'd like to see him switch to that a little bit more.
Huxley outside. He has some blockers. Going to get the first down. Good vision. Up the middle. That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. North Central leads 17-14. Shocking. At least quite a few of you. We're head to the fourth quarter here. You're watching the High School Football Alliance, part of the Hammer Cline Football Universe. You can smack the like button like Bryant Dynasty said. Subscribe. Join our HCU Discord that's in the description. Follow the Twitter. All the stuff. All the links. Click them all. Do all the things.
Get your 4s up in the chat.
Get your 4s up in the chat. So many things to remember.
Just do it all.
If there's a button, press it. Unless it's virus. Don't do that then. Van Hout is going to throw this one, and really a great play is he's going to end up down on the ground 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Managed to get that one to a receiver for 4 yards.
Yeah, fantastic pass right there, and that was Rick Moss, the 4th-string wide receiver on the reception. But let's talk about Roosevelt Holland, number 79 for the Raiders defense, that right end. He has lived in the backfield here tonight.
A little misdirection, and Huxley is going to fall forward for a first down. Nice run there.
Man, he is such a tank. That time, Curtis Rhodes, number 74 on the defensive line for Southeast, was unblocked, had a straight beeline to the running back, but Huxley just a touch faster and is able to move the chains.
Van Hout, not the flashiest stat line today, but he has been smart with the football, and he has put his team in a position to win. Now just outside the red zone, up by 3 as we eclipse the 10-minute mark to go in the fourth quarter. Huxley's going to lose 4 in that one. That was read perfectly.
Yeah, that was a really good play by the defense. That was Brutley, and who was the other one? I didn't even see the number again. Might have been Conley coming up on the tackle, the strong safety in the corner. Just gang tackling. That's what the Raiders have been doing most of this night. I mean, if it's one-on-one, Huxley's going to break those tackles, so they know they got to get multiple bodies on him.
2nd and 14 here to go. Van Hout throws it to Bill Jensen. One-handed catch from Jensen. The fullbacks have come to play today.
I mean, the fullbacks are showing out. We got Brad Woods catching the same kind of pass on the sideline and just smooth trucking people over for 15-yard reception. Now we got Bill Jensen out here just snagging one-handed passes here like Randy Moss. You'd love to see it.
Love to see those guys get their moment of shine. 3rd and 9 as the cornerback's playing off on the bottom of the screen.
Big play.
Van Hout, good protection. It's hit as he throws, though. Great coverage downfield, and it gives the defense time to get there. That was Rhodes with the hit.
Yep, Curtis Rhodes. I mentioned him a couple plays earlier when he was just completely unblocked, chasing down Huxley. And this time breaks through one of the blockers, and that is a huge play. Looks like they're going to send on Tevin Ash for the 37-yard field goal to put the Eagles up by 6.
For all you Raider fans, don't get too sad at the moment. Still plenty of time to go. And don't forget, the Eagles were actually leading the Lions at one point last week when they played. And they managed to, they were leading 17-13 in the third. And they lost 30-24. So plenty
Yeah,
of game for them to choke.
They like to blow leads at the end of the game.
They do like to blow those leads. But 8 minutes, 49 seconds to go. Raiders going to have to get something going. Jasper Ives, a lot of pressure on him. If you're the Raiders, what's your game plan?
Well, you don't have to get too crazy here. I would just keep giving the ball to Davis any way that I can. You know, there's a lot of time left. You got 3 timeouts. We don't have to start just chucking it downfield. You know, we're not in desperation mode at this point just yet.
They're going to get this a 31 decent field position, as they've had good field position all game.
Yeah, I mean, it helps when both of the punters are just having really bad games as well. I mean, we've seen 1 or 2 really good punts, and the rest of them have been less than mediocre.
Ives passing it here, out route, caught, turns it upfield. He's going to step out of bounds, though. That gets 7.
Yeah, that was really good acceleration on the sideline. And who is that? Number 80. That was Roosevelt Horton. That's the number 1 receiver here for the Raiders. He used to be the number 2. And I think that might be his first catch. I haven't really called his name a whole lot here tonight.
I think he had a catch back in the first quarter, but yeah, it's been a quiet night for him. And he's going to have to show up a little bit more if they want to come back and win this one.
Yeah, somebody's got to make a play for this receiving core.
In case you don't know, we are having a doubleheader tonight. So stick around after this game. We'll have a brief break and come back with Pirates at Cobras. Battle of 2-0 versus 0-2. Anything can happen though in this young season. It's hard to know what these teams are. So that could be a great game, but could be a blowout. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. I know that the Cobras are 0-2, but I think that they're going to come out just like the Eagles have here tonight. They're going to come out with a lot of fight. They're hungry for that first win. They know if they lose, they'll be 0-3. They'll be in a really tough spot. They most likely have to win out for the playoffs. So I think we're going to see the best from Northwest coming up after this one.
Beautiful throw there to Eric Owens in tight coverage. Yeah, you mentioned Cobras. Cobras have played their opponents very tough. They came within 4 points of beating South Central in an absolutely wild game. If you haven't seen that one, you should go back and watch it. And then they lost to the Raiders 28-23 in another close game. So I mean, they've had their close breaks.
Yeah, they could easily be 2-0 right now. You know, it's crazy to think about.
Handoff up the middle to Davis. Davis is going to break a tackle. Somehow gets positive yardage out of that one, and he was so very close to breaking it for more.
I thought he was gone. I really did. As soon as I saw him break through the line initially, I didn't think anybody was going to catch him, but it was just a great tackle there. I didn't see who
29.
Stop. 29. That is Wilfred Harrison again for the Eagles, the strong safety.
Press coverage from the Eagles. This could be scary if they run a go route. Keep an eye. It looks like a swing route. Davis with it is going to get the first down, and that's to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was a perfect play right there. I mean, Cameron Davis just wide open. He had the receivers just kind of jogging down the field there and, set up a block or two, which was very nice. And you got Wilfred Harrison again, number 29, making an open field tackle there on a big running back.
He is all over the place tonight.
Yeah, he's exactly like Rob Moline from Northeast, just making play after play right now.
Another look from the defense with a single high safety. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Let's see what they do here. Ives is going to hand it off to Davis up the middle, who finds his way through the defense and gets 8. Great vision from Davis.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. I mean, this guy, he is a load to bring down. And just a big running back like that has great vision and can find the hole and get to the second level that quickly. I mean, it's just such a hard kind of player to defend. Like, I don't know how you can actually defend that.
Hand off to him again. Davis finds space again and almost got to the outside. Good tackle. He's 4 yards away from the century mark tonight.
I was about to lose my mind if that spin move got him free to the outside for a touchdown. I would have lost it. Incredible plays by him tonight. He's been the bright spot for this team, who's struggled for most of the game. Davis now is going to run on a route. Ives, no pocket awareness, is going to go down for the sack. And that's a huge loss. A loss of 7 on the play. They're not in field goal range anymore. And again, we've seen them needing a lot of yards on second and third down all night, and they haven't been able to do anything with this. So I'd like to see them, get 8, 9, 10 yards on this play and set up a more manageable third down.
I was going to throw it to Woods. Woods out of the back. Oh, that's Durango. Excuse me. Durango's going to get 4, and you're still out of field goal range right now with how this kicker is. You want to get at least 6 more yards, I'd say.
Yeah, their kicker, Tim Markham, doesn't really have the strongest leg, but that was the first time we saw Durango do anything on offense. Cameron Davis is out, getting some air, getting some oxygen. So let's see if they go back to Durango. He's a pretty good athlete. 3rd and
12. See what they draw up here. Ives drops back. Good protection so far. Steps up. Finds his man across the middle. And that's going to be close to a first down. They're going to call him 4th and inches. And that was Eric Owens. You got to think about going for it here.
I think he got that, to be honest. The way that he fell, it looks like he got over the line to gain. I don't know if we're going to see a review of this at all, but that looked dang close. There's the challenge right there from the head coach, Bart John.
Great challenge from Bart John. I think he got it. The line to gain. The fans here are booing it, but I think they're wrong. They got the nice handy-dandy yellow unofficial line there, and I think the ball is passed. I think the ball is passed. This effort right here, that's passed. That's a first down.
Look at all the Eagles around him and draped all over him. And he just has more grit and determination to get that first down.
And it's going to be a first down. What a challenge there. And that's going to keep the drive alive and inside of the red zone now, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, at the 18.
Yep, a touchdown here with an extra point. They'll be up by 1 late in this ball game. Now, if they do score, I don't know if North Central has the firepower to get down the field quick and try to take the lead back.
First down 10, see what they run here. Going to be a pass across the middle, and that's going to be caught by Morris for 2 yards. They're going to give him forward progress.
Yeah, not a terrible play there. You get the ball to your playmaker, go forward a little bit. Now I'd like to see a run here from Davis. Maybe another one of those delays.
Second and 8 here. We'll see what they draw up. Press coverage again, and they're going to try to throw it against it. Ives.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, that was scary, and it's going to be knocked away by Gregory.
Gregory, he's got to have like 4 or 5 deflections right now. He is just all over the place in pass coverage. It's actually really surprising because all the other games that we've seen with him, I don't really think he made such an impact like he has here tonight, but I'm liking it.
3rd and 8, see what they draw up here. You really do need the touchdown on this drive. It's you don't want to have to drive back down the field if you're the Raiders. Empty set. They're going to throw Ives. Throws out route. He has a man. Has Morris. Morris. Touchdown, Raiders.
Oh, my goodness. Willie Morris with his 3rd touchdown in the past 2 weeks, and that is a big-time play by the tight end. Raiders are just an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame. Less than 5 minutes to go. Look at this route. What a perfect route and a fantastic throw from Jasper Ives. Probably the best throw of the night. And it wasn't anything crazy, just perfectly placed. And now they've got the lead just about.
What a play there from Jasper Ives and Willie Morris, Jasper Ives has had a down day today, and I think that this drive got him over 100 yards. But showing up in the clutch when he needed to be, getting those points on the boards, and now you have a chance to go down and win the game.
Wow, and the Raiders take the lead. Tim Markham with the extra point, 21-20, and you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now. Oh my goodness, if you're a Raiders fan, you love to see it.
And if you're not a Raiders fan, you hate to see it.
Yeah, Eagles on the verge of possibly going 0-3. Season may be over for them if they can't come back and get a field goal and win this one.
It's kind of a scary spot to be now if you are an Eagle fan, but you have time. You have plenty of time. You just need to, hunker down a little bit and get in one of those nice long drives that we saw a few times in this game. Get one of those, and all you need is a field goal. hand it to Huxley. Don't change what you've been doing that's been successful.
Yep, look for Joey Holt. Look for Presley on those out routes and the in routes. He's been really good at those today. You don't have to test him downfield. Like I said, he's been really efficient and only going downfield when he's got a man wide open. So let's see if he continues that here on this drive.
Huxley up the middle, 4. Good way to start the drive.
Yeah, perfect way to start the drive. That was Kirby Hayes with his 7th tackle tonight. I mean, he is just such a beast, just a tackling machine from that right outside linebacker spot. But yeah, 4 yards on the first play. You're at the 34. Great field position right now. And you got plenty of time. You got 3 timeouts left. You don't need to panic.
As the Raiders with their first lead of the day, I believe. Huxley's going to get it again on 2nd down, only a gain of 1. If he broke that tackle, he had a lot of open grass.
Absolutely. And it is the Raiders' first lead. They were down 7-0, and it was 10-7, I believe, and then 17-7. It was definitely a struggle for them, but they clawed their way through it and got the lead here late in this ballgame.
3rd and 5, handoff to Huxley on 3rd down. There, he's not going to get it. 4th and 4 coming up. Do you go for it here?
I don't think I do, honestly. I think I punt this away. You got your 3 timeouts left. Your defense has been doing pretty decent tonight so far. This is just a dangerous position to be in to go for it. I think they're going to punt it.
They're going to line up to go for it. Frank Reedy wants to go for the jugular. Down 1 here at his own 36, and they jump off sides. They give him the free down.
Wow, what a mistake by Roosevelt Holland, the right end. He's been having such a great day tonight and just jumps off sides. Critical mistake there.
They wouldn't have gotten it either. They were going to run it up the middle to Huxley for the 4th play in a row. But Roosevelt Holland gives the Eagles new life. And now with under 3 minutes to go, a score wins the game.
Man, that's the biggest mistake of the night so far for either team. I mean, Holland, he's been having just a beautiful performance here tonight. And it's because he's been getting a really good jump against that left tackle, and he tried to get another good jump there, and it was just a little bit ahead of schedule.
The 41-yard line. They're going to hand off to Huxley out of the shotgun. Huxley is going to lose 4 yards. Great defense there. You got to start throwing it here.
Yeah, Ivan Brutley, number 24, coming up, slowing him down, and a nice team tackle yet again for this Raiders defense.
They're going to throw it. Mordecai Van Hout throws it deep right side. He has his man, and Holt drops it on the sideline.
Oh, man, I'm not even sure if that would have been a catch if he held on to it. I think he may have been out of bounds, but, man, what a route and what a throw. They were in a position to make the play. I just think he was just a little bit out of bounds, even if he did catch it.
2 downs for 14 yards to keep your game alive. Huxley now in the backfield. Van Hout takes it across the middle to Holt. Holt catches it, turns it upfield. He's going to get 4. 4th and 10. And now you're in a position where you don't know. Man, it's hard to go for it on a 4th and 10, but it's also hard to give it back to Southeast, only needing 1 extra point, 1 first down to win the game. I think I'd go for it here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to punt it away, though.
2-minute warning. That might change their thought process. Going to get a minute to think about it. At the moment, Southeast leads 21-20 here in North Central. We have a game on our hands. As you can see in the chat, it's people are feeling the pressure, feeling the squeeze of how close this game is.
Offense out on the field.
They're going 4 wide. This is not necessarily for the game. Hout throws it up. Picked off.
Walter Cokes with the interception. The middle linebacker, number 54, and he got absolutely rocked at the end of the play by Billy Long, the slot receiver. But what a play that was deflected several times. Oh my goodness.
Now, honestly though, if you're a North Central fan, don't turn it off yet. Short of converting it, that's the best thing that could have happened to you right there, because they are farther out of field goal range, and all you need to do is stop them from 1 first down, and you get the ball back.
Yep, you got all 3 timeouts left. Don't panic just yet.
Hand off to Davis up the middle. That's 1 stop, and timeout number 1.
Yep, great tackle. Derek Gregory, yet again. This man is going to go on the bubble 100%. He's been having a phenomenal performance here tonight. for this Eagles defense, and that was a good start for the defense on this drive. Only a 1-yard pickup.
1 minute and 51 seconds away from a victory today. They have 9 yards to seal it. Toss play to Davis. Davis, right side. He's going to get tackled. Gregory, among others, is there.
My goodness. Gregory yet again. And I didn't catch the other number. It might have been Yancey Bashir or Wilfred Harrison, number 29. But a nice gang tackle there. 3rd and 6. Play of the game right now.
This is for all the marbles for North Central. You stop them here, you give yourself a chance to have a heroic drive, but a first down here ends it. They're going to go draw play, and they stop them.
Wow. Great stop, number 94, Tony Stokely, the defensive tackle for the North Central Eagles. First time we've called his name tonight, and that was a big-time stop. They have no timeouts left, but they got 1 minute and 43 seconds to march downfield. They're going to want to get to around the 25, 28-yard line, I think, for their kicker, Tevin Ash, to try to kick a game winner.
Yeah, Ash, one of the better kickers in the country, if I do remember correctly.
Yeah, he is a star kicker, I believe.
Punt is away. It is fielded at the 25, and decent return out to the 32-yard line. Mordecai Van Hout with the biggest drive of his young football career, as he has the task on his hands.
Yeah, this is definitely a tall task. If he can lead this drive, if he can lead a game-winning drive, that could change the trajectory of not only his team for the season, but of his career.
4 wide, it's all on his shoulders now. Huxley can't really help you at this point. Van Hout across the middle, dropped. The first play is dropped.
You know, I'm not sure if I hate the drop, to be honest with you. He was only going to get a few yards, so we save quite a bit of time. If he catches that, he's only going to get 3-4 yards maybe, and they're going to lose 15 to 20 seconds. So I don't necessarily hate that drop.
2nd and 10, you got 1:31 to go. And you would love to just score a touchdown. Just make it easy on yourself. But it's not always that simple. 4 wide once again. Van Hout in the backfield. He's going to throw it. He's going to throw out route. It's caught and incomplete, out of bounds. He was looking for Holt again.
Again, it looked like he may have caught that one, to be honest with you. But that was kind of a risky throw. The DB was right there. He was all over that route.
Third down and 10 now. He's going to line up under center. You have 2 downs to get this. You don't need to get it all. Whoops. You don't need to get. I hit my microphone. You don't need to get all here in one play. Van Hout throws. It's going to be picked off.
Oh,
the Raiders are going to win the game on a pick 6. Conley takes it back.
Wow. Unbelievable. No, that was Ivan Brutley, the corner, with the pick 6. I mean, it's still not necessarily over. I mean, if they kick an extra point, Eagles are only down 8 after that. But, oh my goodness, what a play. And now we saw a pick 6 last game on Friday night as well. So that's 2 games back and 2 pick 6s for us. Love to see it.
Went right off the receiver's chest. You can't even blame Van Hout really for the pick, though it was not a advisable throw. It was pretty well covered.
Yeah, probably. I think that was the first mistake of the night for the Eagles.
And a costly one. Now you're down 8. You need a touchdown to win it. Touchdown, 2-point conversion, to tie it, to send it to overtime. Kick is up, and the kick is good. It's 28-20 here with a minute and 18 to go. Pandemonium has broken out.
This is going to be a crazy finish. Like, we just had a pick 6. I mean, your team has to be completely just deflated right now. We know the crowd is. You can't even hear anything right now. There's just nothing happening in the stands. You know, all the parents are crying into their loved ones' shoulders right now. You know, but your offense has to go back out there and try to recover and move this ball down the field. Now I need a touchdown.
Presley takes this one up. Can he get a good Sherwood Sampson up to 36? And your 36-yard line's a good place to start. You're going to need a big pass. You're looking for Joey Holt to step up here. But you have a minute and 13 seconds to get down the field to score a touchdown. You have to go 64 yards for the tie.
Yep, and I mean, right now I'm looking for Joey Holt. That's your best deep threat at the moment. If you want to just go sidelines, you go to Presley.
1st and 10, empty set, 4 receivers. Van Hout drops back. He's going to throw it deep. He has his man. That's the first catch there. That was Gerard Presley down the middle of the field. He was working against a woman, and he got the inside leverage. Van Hout rushing to the line of scrimmage. Going to drop back to throw. Across the middle. Caught. 8 yards. Under a minute to go here. 35 yards away. Van Hout throws it deep over the middle. He has Holt. Oh, he drops it.
Oh, no. Oh, almost an amazing catch by Holt in coverage. There was DBs all over him. My goodness.
It's North Central, Jake.
Yeah, technically this is being played in Nebraska right now. That's the weather we
Though
picked.
everywhere in the North Central United States is all raining. We picked like 6 places to see, and it all was raining. Look at the bottom of the screen. 3rd and 2. You have going to be one-on-one coverage if they try to go for a go route. They're going to go for a slant route, and it's knocked away. 4th and 2. 35 seconds left. The game comes down to this next play.
Wow, that was Tony Conley, the strong safety. I mean, he just jumped this route at the very last second to get right in front of it. Nice deflection there. Great play.
If you're telling your quarterback, what?
Why is the logo an E, Jake says? Because they're the Eagles. That's why.
The North Central Eagles and the Southeast Raiders. 4th and 2. This is the game. You tell your quarterback, take a breath. Take a breath and make the play. This is what you dream of. It's going to be knocked away. The Raiders are going to win.
Wow, number 27, Jason Benson, the backup free safety, makes the game-sealing deflection here. You had 3 receivers there. I don't know what's going on with these routes. I don't like the routes. Every receiver ran into each other. Oh, that is just heartbreaking if you're an Eagles fan.
Presley was open, too.
Yep. That is so tough. So North Central, they're going to fall to 0-3 on the season. Another heartbreaking 1-score loss at the hands of Southeast, who is now going to be 2-1 heading into Week 4.
What a game, and what a performance from these two teams. What a way for Southeast to hang on, to come back to win this one. Looked like they were down and out early, but Jasper Ives hanging in there.
Yeah, North Central was up 17-7 at one point, so they had a 10-point lead. And again, we have another late game collapse here from North Central, and that might just cost them their season. But you know, Mordecai Van Hout, I mean, he had a pretty good game. He was really efficient. And the interception that was returned for a touchdown, that wasn't his fault whatsoever. You know, bounced off the receiver, and the DB with just a heads-up play to scoop it and take it the distance, which would eventually be the game-sealing pick 6 there to make it 28-20. But a good performance from Van Hout. Huxley did decent, but the Raiders, they're just resilient. I mean, they had 1 turnover in the first half. They didn't turn it over in the second half, and they got themselves 2 takeaways. And very balanced on offense.
Yeah, great job from those players. I mean, early on, it looked like North Central and nothing but North Central, but really managed to hang in there and outlast the Eagles on this one. Cameron Davis really winning the game for them on the ground. Jasper Ives showing up when he needed to show up. He had a couple bad throws, had a couple good ones, but in the end, the good outweighed the bad. Congratulations to everyone who won, who picked the Southeast Raiders tonight. You all are very happy, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
A great game all around, though. Both these teams played wonderful football for the most part. I mean, we had some sloppy play in there, but both these teams battled hard, and it was just the Raiders who lasted a little bit longer.
Yeah, and Davis hit the century mark, 101 yards tonight, 2 touchdowns. both on the ground. Should have had a receiving touchdown, and there's a Walter Cokes interception. Oh my goodness, what a hit by the slot receiver. Cokes got his bell rung right there. But we saw a lot of great plays from the defenses here tonight. There's the pick six, the eventual game winner. But let's talk about some of the linebackers. We saw all of them for the Raiders. We saw Kirby Hayes, Dexter Lopez, Walter Cokes. They all played fantastic. That's, without a doubt, the best linebacking core in high school football. But on the other side, for the Eagles, we got Derek Gregory, who kind of came out of nowhere, and he was the biggest name on that Eagles defense tonight. What do you take away from his performance here?
I think that's a performance that teams in the CFA are really going to watch, and I think that's a guy that we're going to see his name showing up around in the next level and the level after that, because while his team didn't get the victory tonight, he played so good. He played really good, and he was the best linebacker on that team, and he played his heart out. He put everything he could out on the field tonight, and there's nothing else he could have done really to win them the game.
Yeah, fantastic performance from him. But another tough loss for the Eagles. And we're going to take a look at the stats here. And then stick around, guys. We'll be ending this stream and starting up the next one in a couple minutes after that. We'll be having the Pacific Pirates traveling to take on the Northwest Cobras. Cobras 0-2 on the season. That's another hungry team looking for their first win. And let's see what kind of fight they have in them tonight. Against the 2-0 Pacific Pirates, who have been pretty outstanding, especially on offense. What do you think about that offense over in Pacific?
I think Trevor Colt coming in has really revitalized the offense there. The running game, a little lackluster, but Trevor Colt has been able to be fantastic and just do enough for that defense.
Yeah, Colt very efficient so far. Dedrick Brooks, though, the running back, he leaves a lot to be desired.
You could say that.
Oh, I can, and I did. He's been pretty rough to watch. Him and Dom Bates, the other running back in that game for the Northwest Cobras, he's also been pretty lackluster, to say the least. So we might see some Spartacus Frank in there as well, number 44, the backup running back. But I'm looking forward to that game. I want to see what Northwest is going to do against one of the top three teams in high school football right now.
Great name, Spartacus Frank.
It's so good. They also have another great name, Matthew Gandalf.
Matthew Gandalf.
Another guy to look out for. Big wide receiver. Expect him to make a lot of plays here tonight in this next stream.
Yeah, he's going to have to show up. I mean, that offense has been a little bit under the weather in the first two games. Just sloppy. Haven't gotten the ball down the field as much as you'd like to see with the receivers they have. Zach Barr's got to settle in.
Yeah, they start off a little slow. Barr, he throws some picks here and there, and that kind of just kills their flow on offense. But if they can play a clean game, I think that they can hang with the Pirates tonight.
I agree. I think that's it might be one of the underrated upset alerts of the week.
Absolutely.
That's going to do it. We're going to finish out these stats here, and then we will see you in just a few minutes.
Don't forget to slap the like button, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Join the Discord community. There's a link in the description below. Follow our Twitter account as well. And we will see y'all with the Pacific Pirates and Northwest Cobras here in a few moments.